Hurricane Maria, that's the one that's going to be the most threatening here to some populated areas over the next few days, including the islands of the Caribbean and even places in the Caribbean like Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, just still dealing with some of the cleanup from Irma. Could be dealing with a Cat 3 or 4 hurricane here over the next 24 to 36 hours.
And Maria continues to show signs of strengthening. The hurricane now has winds of 90 miles per hour with a pressure down to 977 millibars, and it could possibly impact Puerto Rico as a major Category 4 hurricane. The only way this has a chance of making it towards the Western Gulf is if for some reason it tracked on the southern end of the cone towards the southern side of Hispaniola. Then we'd be a little more concerned that it could get
enhanced infrared satellite image where we see the blacks and especially some of the grays showing up. That's where the most intense rain is occurring right now, the tallest cloud tops. This is really ramping up to likely become a major hurricane over the next 24 hours, 48 hours. And so right now it's a Cat 1, but it's a strong one. It's a strengthening one. It could be a Category 2 as it moves past Martinique later today. This is a look at the forecast from all of our computer models, and they're showing a movement here, taking it south of the Leeward Islands of the Caribbean and possibly as a major hurricane impacting the Virgin Islands that were just hit really hard by Irma, and then moving across Puerto Rico and posing a risk to the Dominican Republic as well.
Part of the eyewall, so as it stands, they've got it listed at 90 mile per hour winds. This one is going to possibly hit hard the islands that got hit hard by Irma. I think the forecast beyond Puerto Rico is a little uncertain. We'll have to see how it interacts with the island, but they are really preparing for the worst there with the potential Category 4 hurricane hit directly from Maria.
Not a big deal, but Maria is working its way across the Leeward Islands into the U.S. Virgin Islands over Puerto Rico as a major hurricane. Category 4 storm over St. Croix. So yeah, this is not a good thing. Category 4 storm over Puerto Rico. It eventually curves off into the Atlantic.
And Hurricane Maria is threatening to strike the hard-hit Caribbean. It's forecast to become a Category 4 storm and could take aim at the U.S. The Caribbean is already, feeling the effects this morning. Our chief...
And then we've got Hurricane Maria, and this one really will intensify in the next couple of days, 48 hours really. We'll be talking about its approach to the U.S. Virgin Islands, eventually Puerto Rico, but it's got to make its way through the Lesser Antilles first as it makes those intensifications, and then eventually the big question is, does it hit Florida? Everybody wants to know this, and most of the modeling taking it away from Florida. But we're going to be